There is a long history of labor union songs and singers in the United States. We most often think of Woody Guthrie and the Wobblies. Folks like Pete Seeger kept the union song alive for decades. We have our own contemporary union singer in the North Bend, Coos Bay area, a longshoreman named Harry Stamper. He's the real thing. He's no dilettante, and he's not kidding around.
Maybe we just come to work here. We don't come to die.
It was actually sort of loosely based on a real incident where they asked me to go do something that I thought was dangerous, and I got to thinking that I don't think anybody has any right to ask you, let alone force you, to endanger yourself, you know, to endanger your health and safety for your job, for, you know, to make them money.
You know, I'd like to end up with all of my fingers. I don't want my brain to get numb. I'd like to have my ears when retirement nears. I'd like to hear that applause come. I'd like to see my grandchildren be able to pick them up if they cry. That's why I just come to work here. I don't come to die.
I thought that there was a need for a song that just said we're simply not going to do it because we just come to work here. We don't come to die for you, mister.
And if it's always level on the floor where you're working and your telephone is OSHA approved, when you tell me how much you're spending on safety, pardon me if I'm not moved. 'Cause ever since 1970, the law has been on my side. That's why I just come to work here. I don't come to die.
That's all well and good if there's work. But we all know that there isn't much of it anymore for a longshoreman in Coos Bay. These empty docks tell the story of timber in Oregon, where once there was at least a ship a day sailing and longshoremen to load the chips and wood. Now there might be 2 a month. But Harry doesn't have a song about that.
I guess I just don't have that dark vision of it. I just haven't found the need or you know, the drive to write some of these dirges for something that I don't think is dead. I think it's napping.
Hey, Dane! Hey, how's it going, brother? How you doing, bud? What are you doing? You still picking on the guitar, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Harry was bitten by the folk music bug in the 1960s and began writing his own songs when he discovered he probably could never learn 5,000 songs as his idol Pete Seeger had.
Was there any work in there? No.
Yeah, okay.
No, pretty slow.
Okay, same old.
Somebody said.
When I became a longshoreman, I was about 24 years old. It was a natural step to try to illustrate, to try to define the world that I found. I love being a longshoreman. It's one of those things that has defined my life, and it's the best union in the world as far as I'm concerned, which makes me a very fortunate person, I realize.
That lumber ship's going to be in on the 14th.
On the 14th.
So be around, be in town, and it's ready to go.
Is it really going to be here on the 14th, or is it going to get set back again?
Who knows? Maybe so.
All right, well, the romance of the waterfront is something that I have treasured my whole life, and I certainly treasure it now. And yes, I love being a longshoreman, and I'm very proud of being a longshoreman.
So proud that he wrote a song about one of the union's founders, Harry Bridges, and doubly proud to sing it for us in the Union Hall.
Harry helped to build the bridges that the workers marched across in a time when it was dangerous to agitate the cause. So the workers got together to see what they could do They built a solid union, the ILWU. So here's to ya, Harry, may your name forever stand, for integrity and justice for every working man. Working women are beside them as the boss's plans he rose, and your spirit sails on every ship we load.
I think Harry Bridges is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, labor leader of the 20th century. The least I could do was write him a song, and I had the privilege of sending it to him before he died. It was in his later years, and he used to sit in his chair and listen to it over and over, according to his wife. And it was a very fulfilling thing for me. And he called me up to thank me, and it was one of the high points of my musical life, certainly.
They called him a commie, they called him a red, they called him a lot of things they could have called the boss instead. But when the dust had settled and the new world had begun, it was plain the working people had all won. So here's to ya, Harry, may your name forever stand, for integrity and justice for every working man. Working women are beside them as the boss's plans he rode, and your spirit sails on every ship we load.
Everything that I have become and everything that I have accumulated and everything that has got me to this point has the Union label stitched across it.
Now you and I know that things that aren't told could be fixed with relative ease, but we never did get anything by asking on our knees. Now we're looking you straight in the eye, shoulder to shoulder and side by side. We're saying we just come to work here, we don't come to die. That's why we just come to work here, mister. We don't come